It was a cool autumn morning when Liam stood at the edge of the park, watching people run past him. He had been telling himself for months, tomorrow, I'll start running. But somehow, tomorrow never came. He always found an excuse, too tired, too busy, too late. That day, something felt different. The air was fresh, and the sun was rising softly behind the trees. Liam whispered to himself, maybe today. His heart was heavy, not just from laziness but from fear of failing again. He looked down at his old shoes, dusty, worn, but waiting. So, he took a deep breath and started walking. Not running, just walking. Step by step. At first, he felt slow. Everyone around him seemed faster, stronger, and more confident. A little voice in his head said, "You don't belong here." But another voice, quiet yet kind, answered, "Keep going. Just one more step." After 10 minutes, his body warmed up. His mind felt clearer. The noise of doubt began to fade, replaced by the simple rhythm of his breath. He didn't need to be perfect. He just needed to move forward. When he finally stopped, he realized he had walked for nearly an hour. It wasn't a race. It was a promise kept, a small victory, but real. He smiled and thought, one step became 1 hour. Maybe tomorrow, 1 hour will become one run. That evening, as he sat by his window with a cup of tea, he noticed something special. The world looked brighter. Not because it had changed, but because he had. Taking that first step had started a quiet change inside him, a belief that he could grow, even slowly. Days passed. Liam kept showing up. Some mornings were easy, others were hard. Sometimes it rained, and sometimes he wanted to give up. But each time he remembered his first morning, that one small step that began it all. And slowly, walking turned into running. Running turned into confidence. Confidence turned into peace. One Sunday, he ran past the same tree where he had once stood afraid. He stopped, smiled, and whispered, "Thank you for waiting for me." He realized something powerful: growth doesn't happen overnight, it happens over time. One small step, one quiet choice, one simple act of courage can change everything. So, if you're waiting for the perfect moment to start, don't. Begin now, right where you are. Because progress doesn't shout, it whispers. And sometimes, the smallest step in the right direction becomes the biggest step of your life. Moral: even when the path feels long, every small step counts. Keep going, keep growing, your future self will thank you.